What's up, ladies? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you about how to not waste your time in a relationship and how to make quicker decisions in relationships. Because a lot of the times, the reason why women waste their time in the relationships is because they don't have their priorities settled. They're usually going from relationship to relationship, not in a strategic way, but in a reactive way. For example, the reason why some people get in relationships is not because they love the person. It's not because they found that this person meets a certain standard that goes with the vision they want in their lives, but rather they only do it because in the moment they felt a certain way and they met certain needs, and they don't think about how this person can affect their future, how this person's traits, personality traits, circumstances matches up with their future goals. When you just want something real badly, it narrows the scope of your vision. You begin to focus on the moment, and as a result, you make decisions that fuck you up for the future. Let me just show you a thing on Robbie Greene's book that talks about this, right? Look, everyone around you is a strategist angling for power, right? All trying to promote their own interests, often at your expense. This happens a lot in relationships. Your daily battles with them make you lose sight of the only thing that really matters: victory in the end. The achievement of a greater goal, lasting power. Grand strategy is the art of looking beyond the battle and calculating ahead. It requires that you focus on the ultimate goal and plot to reach it. In grand strategy, you consider the political ramification and long-term consequences of what you do. Instead of reacting emotionally to people, that's a mistake a lot of women make. They project their relationship based on how they could change the guy. No. Look at who he is in this moment and see how this person, who he is right now, is going to blend with you into the future. Instead of reacting emotionally to people, you take control and make your actions more dimensional, subtle, and effective. Let others get caught up in the twists and turns of the battle, relishing their victory. Grand strategy will bring you ultimate reward, the last laugh. So how do you apply this in your life? You got to have a specific vision of how you want your relationship to be. Specific vision. How do you want the dynamics to be? Who's needing who? How happy are you? So what I want you to do is this. I want you to create a vision of how you want your relationship to be. But not only that, make sure to be specific. Make sure to notice in the vision, are you happy or not happy? Don't just make a nice picture for your family to see, for your family to be proud of you. Make it a vision where you're happy. Make it a vision where you don't have to do any tactics. Make it a vision where the guy also has a certain standard that meets your standards, where the guy is ambitious, whatever trait you want. Make it that vision. Become obsessed with that, right? And look into the future. See that vision 20 years into the future. And then see where do you guys want to live? How do you want how his personality traits to be? Just make it very specific, right? And then become obsessed with that. Envision that vision every single day. See it every day. See that vision in very vivid ways. So meditate on that. 10 minutes a day in the morning. Go throughout a whole day how it is to live in this future with this guy that's perfect for you, right? And then what's gonna happen is that as soon as you notice that, as soon as it becomes an obsession, all of your decision making will become infinitely easier, because you don't have to decide based on how you feel, how the person makes you feel. He hurts you and you're like, oh, I want him back. No, your decision making is based on your vision. So when he does something, you say, how does this affect my future? Does this guy reflect the guy that I want? And then you decide, right? You see a situation, you're like, you know what? Does this relationship reflect the relationship that I want? And then you decide. You don't base your decision on how you feel. No, you base your decision on how does this reflect this? Decision making will be automatic. Is he abusive and your goal is to be in a happy relationship? Suddenly you know what to do. There's no thinking. You don't stay with him because you like him. You leave him because you know it doesn't meet your standard. Become obsessed about that future, and suddenly your decision making will be more better. That's a horrible way to put it. More better, right? Like more better. What the fuck? More better. That's not a way to put it. But that's how it is, right? And when you have that vision in your mind, when you become obsessed about having a healthy relationship in a very specific way, like I said, decision making will be more automatic. You're less fooled. And I can promise you this, maybe you haven't done that. Guess what? I've done that before. I did it. And I know exactly what I want. You see, I know exactly what I want. But sometimes you don't make that vision because you're afraid that you may not get it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Men will come into your life. Trust yourself. Trust it, all right? That means that if you have that vision, that means sometimes you may have to leave the guy you're with. Some women may not even make that vision because that means they have to relinquish what they currently have. But the reason why you're afraid of relinquishing what you currently have is because you are too dependent on him, either emotionally, financially, or you believe you cannot get any better. But if you have the vision of you being happy, you'll realize that letting him go will bring you closer towards your relationship because it'll make you happier. If you have a vision where you are independent, where you don't need him and you depend on yourself, but he's just an addition, letting him go will become an obvious choice. But the reason why it's not obvious is because you're so twisted and inside the vortex of your emotions that you don't see what the clear and obvious decision. Everyone else does, but you don't. It'll become clear to you once you get over it. God damn, it's hot in here. It'll come clear to you once the relationship is done. You see? So it's basically goal setting for relationships. Just go to YouTube, go to Google goal setting, and make that specific for your relationship. I'm telling you, write it down, see it every day, and make your decision based on that vision, motherfuckers, alright? Anyways, it's Alex from Mindful Attraction, motherfucking 2.0. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.